If you've ever fumbled trying to switch scenes or overlays in the middle of a live stream, this video is going to change your life. I'm showing you exactly how I use my Elgato Stream Deck with Ecamm Live to make my live streams and recordings feel effortless. Hello there, I'm Marianne, and on this channel, I share what I'm learning as I create, record, and go live every week on my other channel, Marianne Cresp, all about planning, habit tracking, well-being, and self-care. But today, we're going behind the scenes of my actual Stream Deck setup. You will see my dashboard on screen and a top-down shot of the real buttons I use every week inside Ecamm Live. Now, if you find this video helpful, make sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. It really does help the channel reach more creators just like us. Now, when I first started live streaming, I was looking down at the keyboard, looking at my screen more than the actual camera itself. I'd lose that connection with my viewers because I was trying to constantly find the right button and click the right thing. Now, I'd heard that you could set up shortcuts or hotkeys on your keyboard, but honestly, that felt like trying to play chords on a guitar, making sure your fingers hit the right keys at the right time. It was way too easy to press the wrong one midstream. Then I heard about Elgato Stream Deck, and boom, things changed. With just presses of button you program, I can do everything I need to have a smooth live stream. Now, things will still go wrong. Live happens. But at least with a Stream Deck, I can quickly find my way back to what I need without panicking or losing focus. Now, before we get into the buttons themselves, I'll just go through some basic information so it makes sense when I show you my setup. Now, this isn't a how to set up video. I just want to explain what I'm using so it clicks for anyone who's new to the Stream Deck. If you're not familiar, a profile is basically a saved layout or dashboard for a specific task or app. So as you can see here, this is my default profile. And then I have a profile for my Filmora, which is my editing software. I also use Ecamm Live. And then I also have a profile for when I'm using Canva. So instead of having one giant grid of buttons for everything, you can create separate profiles just like I did over here. Now I make my productivity as my default profile. This is the profile that's going to load when I turn my computer on. To make a particular profile a default one, all you got to do is click the gear icon here. Another window will pop up, and here in the tab you will see profile. Just highlight the profile that you want to make as a default, and you just gotta tick this box right here. So let me just quickly show you the buttons I have programmed for my productivity profile. That way you can see that your Stream Deck is not just for your Ecamm Live. It can do so many other things that you can think of where you just want to be able to press a button and it does a particular function. So here I have my volume for my speakers. This button here I have programmed as a multi-action, so it opens up several of my social tabs like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, anything else that I need. I have my Chat GPT to open up automatically. Also the Canvas site. Here, if I'm watching a video, I can press play or pause. This button, if I need to zoom in on my screen sharing. This one here is if I want to minimize or maximize my open tabs. Here, of course, is my Ecamm profile. I'll show you that in a second. And then this one leads me to my Filmora profile. And then, of course, I have my breathe button here. So when I need to take a 1 minute deep breathing, then it can show, as you can see, a 1 minute timer. I also have a 5 minutes timer here. So if I want to do any quick task or activities where I just need to do a quick 5 minute time, I have those. I can press it on and off. I have my delete button if I'm doing anything on Word document. And then again, this one controls my speaker on my iMac. So then I can toggle between my headphones or the speaker. And then this goes to the next button. So my productivity profile, I have several pages. So you can create several pages for particular profiles. This one is some other things that I need, my Shopify admin, my Shopify store, want to do a screenshot. Here I have my other timers, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 25 for my Pomodoro technique, or if I want to take a 10-minute break. And I think this one is just a spare. So that is my productivity profile, which I have set as my default, which will show up when I turn my computer back on. But let's go to what we're here for, which is the Ecamm profile. So when I press this here, it shows you the switch profile. So this here, if you go into search bar and put switch profile, I think on there it is down there. You can drag and drop different functions to buttons. I won't do it because I'll mess up my program. So here the navigation is switch profile. It tells me which profile that I want to switch to. So if we press that right now, it shows the first page of my Ecamm Live profile, which is what we're here for. So we have the mute. Of course, if I need to maybe cough, I can mute myself nice and easy, and I don't have to go searching on my sound levels on the Ecamm Live windows. This one shows me how many viewers I have on my live stream. This one here will bring me back to my default page. And then here, if I'm loving some chats, I can press that and then hearts will show up on the screen. This one here is the go live or end broadcast. I'll talk to you about that in a little bit. So this one, if I have anyone new to the chat, I can celebrate them. Way! Of course, you want to make your live viewers feel special. This one here I have programmed on another Ecamm Live profile, not the Stream Deck. So if I press it, you won't see it on this particular profile of mine. I have this selected to go to a particular scene where it's me and then whoever I have on my Zoom guest or my Zoom sessions, they can show up on the broadcast with me. What else do we have? Again, this minimizes or maximizes whatever screen I'm on. This one will show the controls of the Ecamm. So let me just put you into live demo mode. So as you can see here on the screen, I have all the different Ecamm Live buttons. So if I'm live, sometimes that can be a little bit distracting. So when I press this button here, which is hide the controls, as you can see, it's an Ecamm Live setting, show or hide controls. As you can see it. If I don't want it there, if I press this, it's gone. And then if I want to press it back and I want to be able to access any of these little windows, I can show it or I can make it disappear. Then of course there is the mute also. I have this for when I am using Ecamm for Zoom. So if I want to mute all the participants, if someone is talking and then I need them to be quiet while I'm doing my presentation, I can do a mute all button, and that function is part of the Ecamm for Zoom. So let's see, here it is, Ecamm for Zoom, and then these are all the different ones. So I'm new to Zoom presentations, so that's one of my main buttons that I have. Then I can also change it, so then again this is for a different Ecamm Live profile. If I want to just show me, if I want to briefly just show me on the screen, and that will choose whatever Ecamm scene that I want to pop up when I press that button. And then again, this is if I want to just show my desk only. So let's say I need to, cough or scratch my nose and I don't want people seeing my face. That is that one. And then this will go to the next page of this Ecamm Live profile. This one controls the scene that I have created right here. So if I want to go back to the previous scene, I press this and it's this one here. And then the next scene, back to where I was. So let's just get out of live demo for a second. Okay, now if I press this next page, as you can see, the next page in the profile that you have created. So I'll press that. And on this page are some other Ecamm Live functions. So this one, show or hide an overlay. This one is applause. We have a thumbs up, stop sound. Again, there's the mute button. I can pause Ecamm Live. So if I'm recording this right now, if I wanted to, I can press this button instead of pausing here. Okay, so if you're recording, you can pause your recording, go to the bathroom, have a coffee. You can either press it on the main window here, or you can go and program a button to pause your recording. There's fireworks. Way! Again, some more hearts on this side. I'll come back to that in a second. If you're feeling sad, there's rain, there's the previous page, like and share. Again, this is a run scene. So some of these I've programmed if I need it. Sometimes I need it, sometimes I don't. There's a subscribe button. So if I have a particular scene here that has the subscribe, it can jump to that, and then I can have a text overlay at the bottom of the screen. If you make a funny joke, all right, and then if someone is having a birthday with you on the live chat, you can wish them a happy birthday. The next page I use for my Ecamm Live on the Stream Deck is this one here. So if I want to post comments on my live chat on YouTube, okay, so this is going to go to next page, which is page 3. So on this one is where I have the different URL link to different products that I have, or sign up forms. So I have here my different printables. If I'm showing it on screen or on my desk what I'm using, then I will press that button to lead them to the particular product listing in my shop. A different webinar, starter kit, again, different Amazon US storefront. So if I'm showing particular pens, planners, or any tools, I have them programmed. So I've got the storefront. So as you can see here, my Amazon US storefront. So this is what is going to show on the chat. So for me, I live stream on YouTube. So if I press this button right here, it's going to say on the live chat right now, you can visit my Amazon US storefront. Or if I want to go and show them, if you want like these pens or markers that I use, check out my Amazon Fave Pens affiliate link, and then the same with all these. And then also if you've got a question, this one from Ecamm Live and Paul, who does this so well, got a question, type it in the chat and put a Q colon in front of it so I can find it easily. And then what else have we got? Thumbnail shots, take a photo, screenshot. If I want to do a screenshot of whatever I have on my iMac screen, thumbnail photo, take a photo. The other thing here, I have another next page. This I've just used whatever images that the Stream Deck provides. So this is for Ecamm for Zoom page. And then these are all the other things that you can do for your Zoom meetings. Mute all participant, mute the audio, raise hand, new meeting. This raise hand is actually selects a scene for me. I don't know if I have it on this profile. Let's see if it'll work. So I have the raise hand. So if I'm in a Zoom meeting with participants and I want to encourage them to come on screen with me, let me see if this will work. So this is a free overlays from Luria of Live Streaming Pros. Now, I don't know if she still has it available for free, but do check out Live Streaming Pros, who's also an Ecamm Live member. So let's go back to my other scene. Me only. Zoom in. Leave me in the desk. Here we go. Okay. This one here I have programmed to switch profile into my Ecamm Live. So it goes back to my page 1. Now here's just a few tips that I want to give you. This button here, which is your go live or end broadcast, make sure that you do not have that's easily accessible, maybe next to your mute button. Because while you're on live and you press that, it will end the scene. So this button here functions as both go live and finish the broadcast. So if you press that while live, it will end your broadcast. So you want to make sure. Now I use my left hand when I have it on my left hand side, because I use my right hand. I'm right-handed for my mouse. So I use my left hand, and I normally have my hand resting on the left hand side of the Stream Deck. So I don't want that go live and broadcast near my thumb or my finger. So as far away as possible. So make sure do not have that button too accessible that you may accidentally press it. So with the Stream Deck, all these little buttons are screens. So you can actually create all these different images that you would like. So you can either have what they pop in as default. They're not as pretty. They will do if you're not one of these people like me who like to color coordinate everything. So I have it in my branding, the lilac, the teals. I make the buttons that I want to make obvious as red so it stands out. Next page, post comment button. So I like to customize my screens and my buttons. So all these different pictures I just made using Canva. So just open up a square blank image on Canva, pop in the background or whatever color you want, and then use the different elements to add in things that'll make sense. So there's the Amazon element, a shopping cart, a screenshot, a camera for take a photo, and also then you can add on the image itself the text or the title, because you can actually add this title on that screen. So here, if you press the T and just toggle down, it'll show whatever that title you add to it. As you can see here, it has Fave Stationery, and if you're like me who can no longer see really well, that's too small. So I untoggle that and then create my own titles using Canva to create my images. Now, the other thing that I like, I'll find the video that Doc made that shows you how you can create a multi-action button. So this one, as you can see, has 27 actions. So what I use this for is if I want to take thumbnail photos for my YouTube thumbnail, instead of shooting photos somewhere else, I can do the still shots that you see, the YouTube thumbnails, the making faces, the pointing, all of that. And I can do that by pressing one button. When I press this button, these are the actions that it will do. Okay, so it'll open the Ecamm Live, so make sure that you're actually on this screen. Play the sound. So I've made a sound that's countdown. Doot, doot, doot. Let me see if I can actually show you what it'll do and the sound. As you can see here, the photo's saved. I could do another one. So it goes through all of that. And a big hooray at the end to tell you that it's finished and you can stop pausing. So I'll make sure to add the video on how Doc Rock of Ecamm Live, Ecamm fam team, shows you how you can program this, and then you can have different delays so you can set yourself up. Then that way you can do your many different poses and create photos for your thumbnail. And to go back, you just click this and then you can program all of these ones. So let's just quickly go through the different functions you can use with Ecamm Live. I won't go through the Ecamm for Zoom because I'm not versed on that, but you can do the Go Live Finish button, which is this one right here. You can pause, so which is this, so you can pause your recording. You can start a new recording. So if I want to just go and press start, I can drag that button onto an empty square. Let me just go back. What else have we got? Publish, preview mode, run scene, next scene, previous scene. So those are preview and next scene. Show hide overlay, toggle audio filter, play animation, play sound like you just heard me, as well as the play animation. Let's see, I think that is a multi-action. So for this welcome with the confetti and the hooray, it is a multi-action. So that is going to do the Ecamm Live reaction as well as the Ecamm Live sound. Play sound, stop sound, pause sound, reaction effect, camera switcher, screen share mode, show or hide picture in picture, add last comments. So if you want comments to show up right here, let me pop myself on live demo. So here on the screen, it's a speech bubble. If you click that, this will show up another window. Of course, I am not live, so it won't show any. So if you're live streaming on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and you have integrated all of those social platforms into Ecamm, all of them will show up on the one, and then the avatar picture of the viewer will have YouTube icon, an Instagram or a Facebook, and then you can bring, if you click it, I don't have any here, let me see if I have any. If it's here and you click the live stream, this is how it will show up on screen. It'll show up on screen here. And what else do we have? Hide last comment, post comment. So that post comment, like I said, is if I want to post a comment myself on the live chat, I have programmed all these different things, calm and clear starter kit, and then it'll have the hyperlink that they can click, and then it'll open up a separate window. You can mute. So my mute button is here, right there. Live demo, show hide controls, how many viewers you have. Sometimes when you go on live for the first time, this stays at 0 for a while, but doesn't matter because you were going to go record on your own anyway. So make it just look like you're talking to that one person across the camera. But it is nice to see when people do show up to your live stream. For viewers, previous PDF, next PDF. So if you are adding a PDF on screen, if you're presenting, you can do previous or next, add marker. So if there's something on the live stream or recording that you have that you want to be reminded to go back and note, you can add a marker. Solo guest, add guest to the left, add guest to the right, and switch profile. Now, if you already use Ecamm Live, I can't recommend pairing it with the Stream Deck enough. So here I have the MK.2 in the white. It comes in the black. It does have this casing, so then when it's sitting at your desk, it's sitting at an angle, perfect for your hand to control it or your thumb to control it. But you can also take this out, and so then it's just sitting flat on your desk like that. But I do like that it's in an angle. I normally have it to my left side because I need to have the desk clear, so for when I am presenting my planners. So I normally will have that out of shot over there to the left, and then I am controlling the scenes while I'm also on the right hand side. I have my mouse and my mouse pad, and I'm controlling my teleprompter that I am looking at right now. So let's just see one of the buttons in action. I'm going to go and click to my next scene, which is my links in the description below. So if you want to check out the Elgato Stream Deck, I have my Amazon affiliate link as well as my Ecamm Live affiliate link. This video is not sponsored by either of them, but it's one of the things that I do use as part of my live streaming and recording. It's a total game changer. So I highly recommend it. If I were you, add it to your wish list. If you can't yet afford it, put some money aside in a sinking fund or save up for it. You'll feel more in control, your streams will look smoother, and you'll spend less time fumbling with menus. Now, these are one of those tools that feels like overkill at first until you've used it once, and then you wonder how you ever streamed without it, as well as use it for your other productivity needs. It's just touch of a button. If I need to have a 1 minute deep breathing, pop the timer on, and then I'll let that go. Breathe in, breathe out. Yes, you've got a timer on your computer, you've got a timer on your phone, but nice little buttons like this make productivity and creating videos and live streams a little bit more fun. So like I said, if you want to grab your own Stream Deck, I'll pop the Amazon affiliate link in the description below. And if you're curious to try Ecamm Live, you can use my Ecamm affiliate link down there as well. They're both tools I genuinely use every single week. Now, I'd love to know, what's one function you'd love to automate for your live stream or recording? Make sure to drop it in the comments section. I'm always curious how other creators use their Stream Deck setup. Now, if this video helped you, make sure to tap that like button and share it with a friend who's setting up their studio. And hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Thanks so much for watching. And remember, even behind the scenes, we're all just figuring it all out, one button at a time. See you in the next video.